Hi Tapper, sorry, it really does look like I've got my nightie on, but trust me, I haven't. It is actually a top, but it does look like a nightie. Just in case anyone's wondering that I've actually not got dressed this morning, I actually have. There's a picture there now. Yeah? Can you hear me alright? Very excited. Okay now, yeah. I'll just wait a few minutes. Roxanne the Globalist and I did well today in the old speaker's corner. It was great when she was talking to that guy, if anyone was over there. Hi JP. But yeah, I still haven't had my tea. I've cooked it, I've had nothing to eat, so I'll have to get it to eat something when I've finished here. So I'm hungry, but I'll wait. So I stayed up last night and watched the old Trump rally. That was the best Trump rally ever. What was coming out was fabulous. It was brilliant. I watched it on Diamond and Silk's channel. I love them two ladies, and it was really good. So Roxanne did very well over. She did really well. I didn't catch all of it. I had to come off because I was trying to put these pictures together. They're not brilliant, but it is all about actually researching yourself so you can see what I can see, if you believe it or not or whatever, but you can actually go out there and research it yourself. It's easy to research. I ended up talking to 007 for a bit, so that was good. Hey Dave. I'll just see if a few more people pop in and then I can start showing the pictures. But while we're waiting, I'm going to show you something really good. Have you watched Daddy Dragon? Yes, Daddy Dragon. I'll show Daddy Dragon now. Yes, the lovely Daddy Dragon. Let me, yeah, Daddy Dragon. I haven't seen it all, but it just popped up about the Brexit thing. Let's just listen to a bit of Daddy Dragon. Let me find it. Where is he? Yeah, we like Graham Daddy Dragon. Where is he? Where's Daddy Dragon? Got him up on here. Hi. Daddy Dragon is here. See what he's got to say.
Is the solicitor that is acting on the case for.
This is about Brexit and the case that they're putting forward, because we are actually out of it, you know, the EU. It's just that she overlooked it, didn't she? Using us traitor, mate. Let me just see if I can get it back to the... People know him off We the People.
Well, it looks like I'm live. Touch wood, I will be live. I am live, and people are getting out then. Let me just say this.
Can you hear it?
There is an update. The update is I've spoken to Robin Tilbrook. Robin Tilbrook is the solicitor that is acting on the case for challenging the UK government. So what I really want people to understand is that we, the people, have raised, and I am going to put some information at the bottom of the video, that, and let me just put it in there while I...
Is it too loud? I'm going.
And there. See if there's anything else I can put in there. Right, so I'm going to put this one out there first, which is defend Brexit. Oh. Brexit.com. Brexit.com. Hello, people. John Churchill, Christine Carty, Delicate Bear, Brendan Bradley. All right, mate, from Liverpool. How you doing, my kid? Virginia Viking, Philippa Smart, hello. Artist Victoria, oh, I'm so pleased to see you. Gary Bonner from Maidstone, how are you? Alan Christopher, Steve W, Tapper 77, who says, "Hi Graham, how are you?" And you've got the lovely dragon.
Tapper, I don't know if you know that I know Graham from over on the Q, We the People 24/7 soapbox over there. He knows who I am.
In the background is your avatar, the Welsh Dragon, which I respect entirely. Magna Carta, love that last video, brilliant, thank you very much. Leave means leave, hi. Derek Goff, another view.
If none of you know about the lovely Graham, aka Daddy's channel, please go over, sub, listen to what he's got to say. He knows a lot about the Constitution is the solution. You need to go and check the old Daddy Dragon out there, the lovely Graham.
Derek Goff, Robert Hollands, right, Enigma.
Daddy Dragon.
Hello, how are you people? So, thank you for joining me. This is the first of many live feeds that I will be doing to people and talking about the real news. I am going to put a tweet
the real news
here. And I'm hoping people can see that. Again, this is if anyone has got Twitter, please, Ozzy the Oscar, hello from Dorset. There is a tweet there that I need retweeting. So you are what I describe as digital warriors for justice. We're all working together as a team. Yeah, and I am just a normal working person, although I study law as a hobby. See? So I am what's known as a lay person. I've got loads of law books here. I look through the law. Strangely enough, I even read the Times and the Law Report, and I find it quite interesting what's going on. So the major point is that we have raised as a team so far. And I want everyone to push this video out there, share it, like it, love it, etc.
I'll be sharing it after. Well, I'm sharing it now as well.
I want people to understand that we have raised over £140,000, right? And that's normal, everyday people. Remember, there is a media blockade on this information. And if you read that tweet, but I'm actually going to go through it and explain it to people, because I think people need to understand, from my point of view, the theory of why they're doing it. Let me see if I can just change this and go to live chat. So I'm now on live chat, so I'm seeing more and more people come in. So what do you think of that? £140,000 has been raised. Now, when I spoke to Robin actually said to me, Graham, he doesn't call me Daddy, Graham, he said, since you come into this campaign, he said, at that time we had raised about £1,800. And when you come into this London, and there is actually an event, a security event, where they was both on the panel, or they were both...
Now, I'm not showing it all because I would like you to go and check Daddy Dragon's channel out and the stuff about Brexit and that. Now, this isn't what I was showing, but I'm just going to go through it. Why? 17 viewers. Why? Maybe a few more people just drop in. I know Daddy Dragon from We the People Soapbox 24/7, or I might have said that wrong in America. I first got onto Q. Daddy Dragon is on Q. Daddy Dragon has been on that channel. Daddy Dragon knows who I am from that channel. He also has got some videos for you QAnon and on-nons out there. He has got videos on... Let me just find it. I remember him doing a bit about this a while back. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the one where he was actually walking around? Oh, I bet I can't find it. Do with Q, and it was... He's done the Julian Assange one. Why can't I find it? Got the Brexit betrayal. You can check that out. Daddy Dragon Special Kensington. The Rothschild Zionist bankers. Daddy Dragon. Oh, where's the one where he was walking around, Tapper? Tommy Robinson. Swampy Watch. Well, anyway. Oh, there it is. Oh, it might have been the Julian Assange one. Was it the Julian Assange one? Just let me check.
Hello, it's me. Are you there? Can you hear me? That's the most...
And it's you next, as an individual. Every one of your liberties is at risk.
So, now what we're going to do is go and look for Julian's cat, because we have a cat offering. And hopefully, we don't have a cat open.
He's done some great things anyway. But yeah, fine. There's one where he did, I don't know if it was a Julian Assange one. I thought he did one looking around, matching up with Q things about the spies and all that. I can't remember what it was called. I did see it in there. But anyway, I'm not really talking about that, but though it is good. So I advise anyone, hi 007, it was a great chat before, I've got to do it again. Yeah, he stopped in before going to work. Have a good night. It was good. It was interesting. Daddy Dragon has got loads of good stuff on there. And like I said, he is a QAnon. That's why I said, what did he just say? Internet warriors. Can't remember what he said, because that's what we are, people. So there's that. But the thing I wanted to show you quickly, which is to do with Star Wars, which is, oh my god, one of my favourite films, is Dotus has put a little film out, a minute long or something. I got very excited because I really need to see this in December. But for those of you who know who I Am SCOTUS is and what that's all about with the Q thing, oh my god, are you ready, people? I can't stop laughing at this. Right. It's called, the title is Santa Claus of the United States, Another Day to Fight the Dark. Are we ready for this? Got a message in it. There was... Watch the name at the end for the new film if you don't know. Oh my god. You hear that? Sorry. Talking. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh my god.
We've passed on all we know.
We've passed on all we know.
1,000 generations live in you now.
1,000 generations live in you now.
But this is your fight.
This is your fight. Our fight. Sorry. I think it's me. You hear it? Where we go when we grow. Dark on the light side. No one's ever really gone, where? What's the title? Oh my god, I'm so excited! Star Wars. The Rise of the Skywalker. Oh my god. December. Happening in December. Rise of the Skywalker. Now let me just read a few comments off this. You can go and check this out on I Am SCOTUS channel. You know, I get very excited if it's anything to do with Star Wars. That doesn't mean I don't believe in flat earth, people. I don't believe everything NASA says. Let's get that right. Anyway, you know, they have to put the shit out there. But anyway, I've put The Force is with us. Oh my god, can't wait. Someone's put Ready or Not, Here I Come. Wow, that's awesome. Truth Warriors Unite. Hi. I'll come and say hi to everyone in a minute. December, Santa delivers a gift. Can't wait, thank you. Santa delivers a gift, because we all thought it was last year, but you know what I'm talking about. Ho, 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 Santa, let the saga end and the truth march forward and onward. Thank you, for you are not gone. Looking future forward. I'm ready to party like it's 1999. Shine a light, sabre all the darkness. Yes, because I think at the beginning it says, listen to what it's saying.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
This gets me very excited. Sorry, but that gets me really... You know when you get like a vibe? Shenanigans. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just like... The fact that I love Star Wars as well. I absolutely love Star Wars. If you're from my generation, from the real Star Wars, the old ones, you know. Anyway, had to show you that because I'm buzzing off it. Well, did you know Tommy was on his way to Manchester and he had a phone call from wife people outside his... It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Does not surprise me. It's disgusting. If you mean in the people trying to stop whatever. Anyway, we're going to get into the old JFK Jr. because last night... just before I get into this, let me go to the Trumpo rally that I was watching last night. So I'll say hi to Dave, hi to Rose Garden, Miss Q, JP, Lisa Tooley, Zappa, did I say Rose Garden? Jedi, Red Eye Jedi, Miss Q, who's up? John Knowles, you may be new, I'm not sure, hello. Where we go, one we go all. Have I missed anybody out? Double O was in, but he's off to work. Is it Leland? I always say if I say that wrong, Marie, I always say it wrong, you know who you are. Anyone else who's up there and anyone else who comes in. So, Otis is not using that vid as an analogy, but he's trying to tell you we are in a Star Wars at the end of it, actually. Oh yeah, we're in a Star Wars, definitely. That's why, you know, it's a bit of a Space Force and all that, but something totally different. But there's a lot in that as well, because it is dark to light, and, you know, get your lightsabers out, people. Hi, Joe. So, just let me show you a bit of... There's not always one meaning in it, is there? Right, just let me try and find... Boom, boom, ba boom, boom, ba boom, ba 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 ba. That had to come out. Let me go and find it. So, I was watching it on Diamond and Silk. So, Diamond and Silk, lovely ladies from America. Diamond and Silk. So, who was, someone said a time to watch it at, but I don't know what channel you were watching it. I normally watch it on Golden State Times, but I did actually watch it on... Oh, it wasn't that one. Go girls, if you don't know who Diamond Silk is, this is Diamond Silk. Beautiful ladies.
But here's the deal. What's the deal? We don't need you to investigate. interrogate, speculate, fabricate, or instigate. We don't
Go
need
girls.
Here is what we need Congress to do. We need you to legislate and cooperate with the President of the United States. That's what we need you to do.
Woo!
And as taxpayers, we pay your salary. Congress. And maybe it's time for us to litigate and investigate you.
Woo-hoo. Yes! Let's investigate you!
Maybe. Yeah, we want to know
That's
how many
brilliant.
of you got rich off $174,000 a year. By the people you represent is living in the city. How did that happen? And let me just get this off my chest since I'm up here. Off your chest.
Woohoo!
Since Elizabeth Warren wants to tax the rich, she can start with Nancy Pelosi.
That's who I'm talking about, JFK Jr. was right there. This guy here. I'm going to show you the pictures.
Now let me just say, you know, we live in the greatest country on earth.
Get ready. I'm coming.
We are the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Anyway, let's get to it. They're beautiful women, strong women. Love them. If anyone saw them in court that time when Q began and all that, and that silly woman, I can't remember her name, was trying to go against him, and there was like, yeah, always nice when women get things off their chest. Well, I've got a lot to get off my chest in a minute. So, then I watched my dad's sending me something to do with the Beatles. I stayed up like a proper trooper last night till 3 o'clock in the morning watching this. So, I can't find the little bit I was watching it on, but I saw it on lots of churches getting... Yep, they are. Oh, yes. Right, so... I'll put it on Golden State Times, see if you can see it. Now, I was watching this, and as soon I honed into these 3 people down here that you can't see. I think it's down there. Yeah, a big guy here and a guy in a blue top.
So China doesn't care if they...
So I'm going to come with the pictures in a minute.
Wonderful environmental groups.
The best rally I've seen.
Every time I go in, he says, "Oh, look at my beautiful stone. We're building a building in Jerusalem." I said, "David, do me a favor. Jerusalem stone, you're right there. We got it so cheap, you wouldn't believe it."
Hang on.
And the whole damn...
Henry, and...
Thank you, Ron. A great job. Doing a big job now.
He mentioned Ronald Reagan. He said...
And members of Congress.
He mentioned these people are sick. These people are sick. These people are sick. Now, who says these people are sick? Anybody? Who drops these people are sick? He shouted out loads of times, these people are sick. The crowd was going wild. Yeah. Who says, I'm going to try and find the one I was watching on. Who says these people are sick? Q, thank you. Always says these people are sick. Trump was there. These people are sick. Here it is.
Was supposed to be standing here instead of me.
This guy here in the blue top, I believe, is JFK Jr. I'm going to show you the pictures in a minute. You know he's always there.
1 second.
And what Trump said at the end was beautiful as well.
Land is worth more than the income, and they couldn't do it, and the banks end up, and the banks fight them, and that's not what they do for a living. The kids, and they lose the farm, they lose the ranch, they lose the small business, right? Well, we have eliminated the unfair estate tax or death tax on... Because frankly, in some cases, and the unions are going to work on this, I tell them, you got to work on this.
You need to go back and look at this guy in the blue.
More than 6,000 brand new armored vehicles from Oshkosh. It's freedom. We're not going to allow it. That was a President Obama disaster. I also withdrew the United States from the absolutely horrible one-sided Iran nuclear deal. What an impact that's had. You know, when I first became all over and small battles, I said, what do you do with these?
Thank you to Diamond and Silk for streaming with us.
Somebody said it,
Soapbox, you guys always.
Company from Auburn, Alabama, just.
Great. Boy, this crowd has a lot of enthusiasm. A hell of a crowd. Saturday night, we're having a good time.
It was
And you know
brilliant.
why we're having a good time? Because we are talking about a subject that we love. The United States of America. It's very simple. Each of us in this arena is united by the same
We have already won.
values.
As in earth, as on as in heaven, as on earth.
And we believe in the rule of law. We believe in the dignity of work and the sanctity of life. We believe that faith and family, not government and bureaucracy, are the true American way.
World ways.
We believe in religious liberty, the right to free speech, and the right to keep and bear arms.
Yes.
We believe that children should be taught to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag.
And ours, and yours, and yours, and yours.
And we believe in the words of our national motto, "In God we trust."
But anyway, it was really good. I'm going to get to the pictures because, oh yeah, China have had their hands in everywhere, but Q knows, Trump knows, they've had their hands slapped, and I don't think they'll drive prices up in the end because got the shit on everyone. Countries now need to start doing as they're told. So, yep. Well, like I said, folks, Trump is part of Q, and it's a worldwide thing that they're helping. You know, it's not just America; it's worldwide. Worldwide to help people with their the breakdown of the regimes. It's only the regimes that I've been in. But I'm going to show you the JFK Jr. thing, then I've got to show you something on Flat Earth. And yep, totally believe in a creator, people. Right, my dad sent me something, so I'm going to have a look. Oh. What's that? Let me check something out. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna save this for later because after the JFK Jr. thing, talking about flat Earth, so I'll save this bit for then. I won't let you know what that is. A Fool on a Hill. My dad sent me this day after day. Before we get into the pictures, are you ready? And you can research this yourself. I want people to go and research what I'm about to show you with JFK. Day after day, alone on a hill, the man with a foolish grin is sitting perfectly still. Nobody wants to know him. They can see that he's just a fool. But he never gives an answer. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. But the fool on the hill sees the sun going down, and the eyes in his head see the world spinning round. The eyes in his head. Anyway, the Beatles, that was by, folks. Funny that. Right, so, people, are you ready? Hi, Sue. Right, I don't know. These pictures are not very good. I'm getting comfy now. Are you ready, folks? Because I'm going to disappear in a minute. The pictures are going to come up. I've tried to do this. The pictures aren't brilliant, but what I'm going to say is what I'm about to show you and the dates, if you're interested, you don't have to be, you need to go and research it yourself. This is what researching yourself is about. No, I believe this wholeheartedly. You don't have to, but when you actually research yourself, not just a pretty face. Hi, Dad. Who's not just a pretty face? You will see maybe what I see, but I'm asking you to go and research yourself. This is what Q is about. Question everything you should be and research yourself. Don't take what I'm saying for the truth or anybody else. If you actually go and lurk around in places, go in videos, take snapshots, act like a detective, you might find some stuff out without listening to what certain people are saying and definitely the news. So I'm about to show you. Hey, Dad, yep, Dad. Not just a pretty face, Dad. Neither am I. Right, so let's go into the picture. So I'm going to disappear. When I've gone through it all, some are a bit mixed up because I got a bit tired. I've not even had my tea yet still because I'm coming on here being a trooper. I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to show you these. Hopefully you can see what I can see, but I will ask you to go, if you're interested, to go and research yourself. So, boom. Went to bed last night, couldn't sleep. Schumann resonances, yes, been off the charts again. No wonder Has anyone been feeling angry? Because I'm just angry. Not in a bad way, but... So, I think, I'll go and watch a Trump rally. Best Trump rally I've seen in ages. And I thought, I'm going looking for JFK Jr. because I've got a feeling he's right there, Here, what was it? What was the cue drop ages ago? Look here, look there. Truth's behind you. He's normally always behind Trump. So we know about prosthetics and wigs and stuff like that if you know about JFK Jr.'s story. So we're going to go right over there now and I'm going to show you what I saw straight away with the man in blue. The man in blue. A little bit Tiffany blue, but the man in blue. So get ready, folks. See if you can see. Now, the biggest prominent thing I've always seen with JFK Jr. is this squareness of his lip. If you research, you'll understand what I mean. But I'm going to show you pictures. Near the end, they're all muddled up, so it'll just be random about what I'm just about to say. Dolly me to getting triggered, angry. Yeah, I think everybody is. How's everyone been feeling anyway? Because the Schumann resonances are out of whack again. So can I just ask you all before I do this how everyone's been feeling? My sleep pattern is terrible, waking nearly every hour. Felt angry, yeah, a few days ago. I know, and yeah, it's the energy purge. I'm taking it out on people, but I know that when you go and check it. Okay, Junior 2024 on Twitter said he is doing a soft reveal, and I'll tell you why. This is JFK Jr. He's come in a lot of disguises. This one is hardly a disguise apart from his hair. Are we going to go there? Are you ready? Just have a look. My moods, my body, really bad. Yeah. On edge. Going to get some. Yep. Up still early, ready to rumble. Yeah, are you ready to rumble? Are you ready? Now, if you're new to this channel, doesn't matter if you're not believing about JFK Jr. You'll know that last year sometime, whatever, I did the Vincent Fusker stuff. The videos are all there. I am very passionate about this person. As most of you know. Yes, I am going to get that picture sorted. Very passionate. Very, very passionate. So, are we ready? So I might spot along with some other people when we're watching Trump, because I wasn't really watching Trump, I was looking behind him like, it's a soft reveal. Are you ready for this? Let's get ready to rumble. Right, here we go. So, see you in a minute. So after I've shown you the pictures and rambled on a bit, I will come back into chat, then we're going to go into Flat Earth. So, but like I said, research yourself, so here we go. Let me get ready. Get these pictures. They might be not in order because I think it's messed up a bit, but I'll try my best. So, I'm going to go through them now. Right, so here we go. See you in a bit. This guy here, who I suspect to be JFK Jr. in the blue, and I can't see what people are saying, so I'm just going to get through this. I believe it's JFK Jr. Look at his nose. Look at his mouth. I know it's a picture that's not very focused, but this is where I say you need to go over to these videos on this rally at Green Bay, was it? And check yourself. Look under his lip. It is very square. He's got glasses on. He was holding his hands in a certain way. I want you to check this video out because you can't really get a very good, I don't know what the right word is on this picture, but I'm going to go through what I found. Here we go. Right behind Trump, as he normally is, with a bodyguard and his wife sometimes. So let's go through them. So you've got this guy here with a hat on. Oh yes, look at him. A bit normal looking, is he? Not really normal looking to me. Let's go through it again. Number 2. Yeah, an older disguise. Now, you might think, what is she going on about? Right. Here's a picture. It is out of focus, but look at his mouth if you can see it. Look at the squareness under his lip. I am going to try and pull some other pictures up of JFK Jr. Now, this is not a very good picture, but I am going to try and show you something. I can find a good enough picture. Give me a minute. And it's a disguise, people, but it's more in his hair. Now, let me see if I can find it. Right. I don't think I can do this. I'm just going to go through the pictures. So that was 2. I know they're not brilliant, but I watched the rally. I thought it was him straight. You can tell straight away it's him. This is what I mean by the soft, bringing it in softly. Thank you. It is him. It is him. Right, next picture is mouth. Now let's look at this mouth. This is JFK Jr.'s mouth. This is what I mean by his distinct sort of like, I can't explain it, his bottom lip. It's his bottom lip. This bottom lip here, yeah. And then I think I've got another picture. This is where you've got to do the research yourself. You're not going to see off my pictures. You're going to see off actually doing it yourself. Here's another picture of his mouth. This sort of, I call it squareness under his bottom lip. I can't explain it. And then we have this picture. This is just a side picture, but when you go and look at his ears, when you go and do this research yourself, you will see what I'm seeing. Side picture, look at the ears, look at the nose, the mouth on the side, if you can sort of see under his lip. I can see it because I know what I'm looking for because I have done lots of research on JFK Jr. Now here's a picture of JFK Jr., right? I'm going to see if I can get one. Now there's JFK Jr. Don't forget he's a little bit older now anyway because people are sort of going, he doesn't look like him. He could have a grey wig on there. He might be grey, but I don't think he's that grey. But you've got to remember he's not. He's a bit older now. Let me see if I can find a picture that I may be able to put alongside this. Now, right, here we go. Here we go. Right. Look at his face. See the squareness under the guy's lip in the blue top. He's older. Look at his cheekbones and sort of round his eyes. He's got glasses on. That's why it's so hard to see. He is handsome. Can anyone see it? Because I can't. These pictures are so blurry though. But if you actually go and watch the actual rally, you will see. So I'm going to try this again with another picture maybe. I've not brought up the most great pictures, but let me have a look. No. I'm going to try and put, right, here's a better picture I think. Let me just move this over to the side and you may be able to see it. Hang on a minute. I'm going to try and move this over here. Oh, right. Let me Not that one. Is it that one? Right, I'm going to try. God, it's not letting me do it. Right. Right, hang on. Which one am I looking at? Oh. Right, let me see if I can do this. Right. Oh yeah, it's letting me move it. Right, I'm going to take these two pictures and I'm going to let you see this one. Is that the rally? Right, here we go. Right, I'm just going to go through my single pictures now and see if... Right, what did I do? I did this one. Right, we've done the mouth, we've done the mouth, we've done this one. So this was a picture from the side. Like I said, I haven't terribly got like the greatest pictures up. Number 7 is either very blurry, so it's hard to see. But you see, look at his bottom lip. Oh my God, look at his bottom lip. Oh my goodness, Mr. JFK. Right, this one's blurry. But you need to be looking around his eyes. What is hiding around his eyes is the fact that he's got glasses on. Yeah? Now I'm going to try and bring up a Vincent Fusca picture. You should know who Vincent Fusca is, so let me have a look if I... Right, here we go. Vincent Fusca, baby. Now, glasses on. Let me get this Vincent Fusca. Vincent, baby. He's got glasses on as well. Vincent Fusca always has the glasses on as well. I know they're really bad pictures, but I hope you can see what I'm trying to say here. So let's carry on. So we'll go over to this picture. Now, this is very important. Like I said, it's all there for you to research yourself. His hands are very, very important. See these hands? JFK Jr.'s hands. This is Vincent Fusca when, way back when he did the rally. These are JFK Jr.'s hands. How do we know these are JFK Jr. hands? Do you want me to show you a picture? Let's go find them. I will show you a picture of JFK Jr.'s hands. Are we ready, people? Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Now, there's Vincent Fusca. Don't forget there was 2. There, the other hands are John John's. They're the same hands, people. Hands and ears and things like that do not lie. JFK Jr.'s. Boom. Right? Vincent Fusca. We know there's another Vincent Fusca. Not this Vincent Fusca. So you cannot lie by the hands. Look at those hands. I've got more pictures I took of the guy at the rally. I actually took some snapshots of his hands. I am so obsessed with this guy. I know it is true. Here we go. Guess who? Vincent Fusca. Look at the thumbs, people. JFK Jr. when he was a lot younger. He's got his daddy's glasses on there. He's got JFK's glasses on. Boom. So let's find another picture. Right. There is also a bodyguard. This is a bit mixed up, folks. There is also... why is that good? There is also... right, sorry, I just need to transition this over because it's doing my head in. Right, just let me shift that out of the way. Right, where's that? There is also... Right, what's going on here? Oh. Right, hang on 1 minute. There is also... Here's his hands that I took a picture of. I know they're very blurry. But like I said, he's got the watch on. Those are his hands. Look at his mouth. I know it's very hard to see. But like I said, you do the research and you'll see for yourself. I don't actually need to show you. Really. So, the next picture, sorry it's a bit muddled up. is he always has a bodyguard near him. Now what I'm thinking here is, oh yes, here we go. See the guy here with the big beard, looking a bit bigger. I thought, he always has someone a bit like that near him. And if you watch him at the rally, he's not acting like everybody else. He's sort of quite like... Yes, he would be a big fan of dollies. Who's a big fan of dollies? Who? Sorry, I just saw a chat that I was like, who's a big fan of mine? Who's a big fan of mine? Oh. Hi, Rachel. I don't know who's a big fan of mine. Right, so we've got this guy in the blue who's JFK Jr. He takes his hat off to show us his hair. I think he's showing us his face dimensions, forehead. Look at that nose. That is JFK Jr. The guy next to him, he always has a bodyguard sort of person. That guy next to him, and I'll show you why as we move on from the Ohio 2017 Trump rally. I will be showing you that. So remember this picture. Remember the pictures that I'm showing you, because I will be showing you some later ones. After seeing Scotus video this week about a guy who makes silicone faces. Yes, thank you. There's a guy who makes silicone faces. I did put that out there, and that's why I said in the past he's been in disguise. We all know that. We all know it happens in Hollywood, so it's quite easy when people say it doesn't look like him. It's like, no, this definitely does look like him, apart from he's got grey hair. He's got glasses on, which is making his eyes look different, but there we go. I did do that video about the masks, and that's why I've said people don't understand and don't research when they're saying it doesn't look like him. It's like, it does. So let's move on. Just remember, there's always someone stood next to him, and normally his wife. I have a picture who I think could be his wife. I'm not saying it definitely is, but we shall move on. So I've done the hands one. So here's the guy who I believe is the bodyguard. This guy. Yeah? You go and watch that rally and you'll see. Then we have this guy who was at Ohio rally 2017. To me, it sort of looks like the same person, but maybe his face is a little bit chubbier, and he's grown his hair, and his beard is thicker. Are you ready for this? Because as soon as I saw this guy, I was like, and his build is the same. Oh my God, I'm sure I've seen him somewhere before. Where the hell have I seen this guy? He looks so familiar. You ready? What? Anyone get what I'm saying? Does anyone get what I'm saying? Anyone seeing what I'm saying? Anybody? I do. I've seen this guy before. I've seen this guy before, people. His face looks a bit chubbier, a bigger beard, and this is a really crap picture. So, like I said, you can go and research yourself. What beard, nose, apart from he's got his head up, so his face is going to look a lot larger because he's got his head up. His hair, the size of this guy, right, quite a big guy. The guy in the white t-shirt on the right, I don't know which side it's on you, he is quite a big guy, big build. This guy is also a big build, same sort of build. Yes, John, yes, Dad, John always wanted to be an actor, and he has played his part very well. So, like I said, you research, folks, and you will see what I can see with new eyeballs in your head. So, that was that. And then I want to show you the picture of... This is really funny. Are you ready? Yeah. See JFK Jr. is always behind Trump. JFK, John there with the bodyguard person. Yeah? Right behind him. I know John looks a bit like he's took his hat off, showing his hair, which I don't believe that's his actual full hair colour. I don't believe he's that grey. And he's got his glasses on. It makes him look weird. Look at the bottom of that lip. Look at his high cheekbones. Yeah? That's what you've got to look at. I'm going to see if I can find a picture to go with that. There's a woman who I'm believing could be her because she's got a hat pulled right over her head and she's actually stood with them in a 3, which they normally are. Here's the next picture, who I believe could be her or her sister or his sister. This lady. Why? Because of this picture. If I can find it. 4 of them actually, because one could be the sisters, whatever. There's 4 of them, but they're all together really. Even the guy that looks like the bodyguard is all together. Are you ready? Always behind the Trumpster. The girl in the red, the girl in the black, the guy in the black or blue, the bodyguard, whatever he is, and John there in his blue coat. Yes? Anybody? So, see, people are like, I research, folks. I do research. This is a really bad picture, but like I said, this rally is out there. You can see it for yourselves. See where they are. Trump is there. Can you see them right in the background? Right behind where Trump speaks. You can see them. I know it's not very clear, obviously, because that was a picture taken quite far back on film. But like I said, it's all out there. You're welcome, JP. Now, they're smiling here. You're telling me that's not John's smile. Oh my God, you can tell it's him. Try and take the glasses and the dark hair away from him. Oh my God. Pearl earrings. Yes, she also had a ruby ring on, which I'm going to show you in a bit. Yeah, I've also got a thing on Jackie Onassis in a bit, if I can actually show it. Right, Colin Turner, yes it is research. It's not projecting a desire into photographs, because if you actually knew, and I will get pissed off here, right? I'm on one today. If you go and research these rallies, you will see what everyone else is seeing. It's not projecting a desire into photographs. I'll tell you that right now, right? Okay? Sorry for getting angry, but I'm sick of all this crap. People say this are the people who do not research. If you research, thank you. I'm not having it. If you don't tell me I don't research, I research. I am not projecting, right, my wishingness of that being JFK Jr. Do your research and you will see. I've just said at the beginning of this, go and research. That is what Q's all about. Question everything and research. So, sorry for getting a bit angry. Colin is alright, but I'm not having it. Okay? I am not having it. I know what I'm seeing. It's not because I'm believing, well, I am believing something's coming in, because it is. You know what I mean? People who say this don't want to research, choose not to research, or can't be asked researching. I'm sorry. You don't believe in Q and JFK Jr., so it gets me really frustrated when people come in and say that. Well, you shouldn't be watching. You said the other day that you don't like when I talk about Q and JFK Jr. Well, then you shouldn't be watching. I just think that. Trump Kennedy 2020. Exactly. I'm sorry. You know, I'm not hating there. It's just, I'm doing my hardest trying to get this out to people. I've researched right from the beginning of, especially with the JFK Jr. thing, absolutely passionate about it, and I know what I see, and I'm just bringing it to you, and I want you to go and research this yourself at the rallies. You can see damn well who that person is. So, sorry about that, but you know what I mean? I said I was on one today. You might be in the firing line, people. It's all good though. But I'm just saying, if he comes back in, that's fine, but I'm not having it. Sorry, I'm not having it. You need to go and research. Well, some people go mad about people getting mad. Well, the fire in your belly needs to come up, because what's happening today, the fire in your belly does need to come up. Yes, it's about love, but you have to have that fire from somewhere at the end of the day, because this is the problem when people sit back down and don't research theirself and don't care and think it's all this, that and the other. Let's go to Ohio 2017. Looks like the same people to me. Looks like his wife. There's no denial that this is his wife. Look at him smiling. Are you ready? Boom. I'm on one today. Guy in the background, Vincent Fusca, aka JFK Jr. That is Caroline there with the hat on, smiling. How do I know? Let's get the pictures up, folks. Let's get the pictures of this lovely, beautiful woman. I will get there in a minute. I'm on one today, I'm telling you. On one. Right. Guy in the background, Vincent Fusca, holding up the Trump mobile. Did videos on it last year, went through it, knackered myself out. This is why I'll get mad. I have researched my bum off with this. Sorry, but I have. I don't have to sit on YouTube showing people, but I choose to because I think it's important. I think it's important. Very important that people take the time out of their day in and day out to show people. Just saying. Here she is from Ohio, 2017. Just because I live in the UK doesn't mean I can't research the USA. There she is. Undeniable smile. Bit of a rubbish picture. Let's find a good one. Spirit. It is spirit. People get mixed up with anger. It's spirit. I know. I won't be told. Sorry. Here she is again, but I will get to a clearer picture. I did this last year. I know what I'm talking about. I will not be poo-hooed about it at all. No way. Are you ready for the big boom, boom, boom? For people who think it's false. This woman had a very big smile. You can't deny her smile. The woman you're about to see with the hat on, yeah? The woman you're about to see is her. Deniable. Same nose, same mouth, same teeth, everything. She was at the rally in 2017, Ohio. I watched it. This might be one of my pictures. I have put pictures out there. Here we go. Boom. Are you telling me if she is alive, he is not? That is her. That is her smile, her face, her ears, her nose, her mouth, her teeth. It is her. She had a Trump necklace on, a Trump top on. I'm sorry, folks. Not you lot in chat, but those of you who are denying it. I'm sorry. Get over yourself. It is real. That is her. Yeah, Pence did get a letter. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we sure did. There's a disinformation in a lot of things as well, but here's another picture of her. You're telling me this is not her? Ugh. Same nose, same grin, same teeth, same nose, same grin, same ears. She pulled a hat over her head, hiding her eyes. She's a little bit older now. Beautiful lady that she is. Yeah, exactly, Dad. When you've been, you're not accepting it. When you accept you've been lied to all your life, things become a lot clearer and easier to understand. Exactly, Dad. Wow, hot mic. Well, I'm not bothered. I'm not really taking any notice. But you can't deny what's in front of your face. But people will, because they don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear they've been lied to all your life. Well, wake up, because you have. Not talking to you a lot in chat. But I will get angry because I have researched. There's no point sitting there telling me I don't research. I don't just sit here regurgitating. I actually do my own research. I actually don't need to show people this because I see what's coming in and it's good stuff. Sit back and enjoy the show with your popcorn, Q said. I don't need to bring this to people, but I choose to bring it to the people. Now, yesterday at the rally, she had this ring on. I believe this is the ruby ring. I can't get a good picture of it because it's not a good picture off YouTube. She had a ruby ring, Ruby. That was also shouted out. Ruby ring off Jackie Onassis. She was sort of flashing a hand around. You have to watch the Trump rallies to see it. If you don't, you're sitting there just going, oh yeah, even at my channel. No, don't sit here looking at my channel. Go and research it yourself and you will see with your own eyes. Q stands for question everything and research yourself. So there you go. Here's a half and half picture of JFK Jr. and Vincent Fusca. His face matches. Oh, I've been like this for a couple of days. Yeah. Human resonance must be boofing my thing up. I'm just fed up with people saying, and it's like, oh, you just want it to look like JFK Jr. It's not me. It's not just me, is it? Am I the only person seeing this? No, I don't think I am at all. So, hello, anyone who's just come in. I told you I was on form today. Not very good to come and chat when I'm on form. You know, oh, he must be all love and light. We are, but we also have that side, and it's not bad, people. It spurs you on to do stuff. If I didn't have fire in my belly, I wouldn't be on YouTube doing what I'm doing, and that's a fact. Now, let's go back to... You ready? One of them looks like Graham, Daddy Dragon on it. It makes me laugh. Now, we've got pictures from Ohio 2017. I think I made one of these pictures up myself, but I don't think this is mine. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see JFK Jr. and his lovely wife? Ba-boom! Ba-boom! It's them, guys. It is them. Those that seek outside themselves only flee to the keys. Balance, yes, we look towards, but we also... You sound like Melissa. Yeah, we do, but we are part of the physical, so, you know, it's all part of that as well. Yeah, we must be a part of what's... yeah, we must look inward, but also, yeah, you've got to be aware. It is about being aware, and I've had a lot of people saying that, and I know that it is about being aware, but I like to show people what is actually going on, because if they know what's going on, they're going to be aware of what's going on. So it is about going within ourselves, but it's about both of them merging anyway. I've said this before, spiritual and the physical's merging. We are still part of, you know, people say, oh, it's a simulation, it's this, that, the other, but we are still part of the physical as well. Our bodies are. Our spirit isn't, our soul isn't, but our bodies are. They still reside here. You know what I mean? So, if it's a game, I've just said to someone today, if it's a game, there's two players in a game. Also, we have free will and we have the right to play this game out the way we wanted to play it, the way we came in here to play it. Not have it hijacked and killed off or whatever you want to say. Truly play the game the way we want to play it, not the way they want to control us. That's how I see it. So, no, I'm not... no. That's why it is important on the physical, people saying it doesn't matter. Well, it does. Right, JFK Jr. had, before he supposedly died in a plane crash, had a magazine called George. Why did he have a magazine called George? Why does it say the revolution? Is there a revolution going on right now? Why was it called George? Not after George Washington or whatever. It was done George after George Bush, the Bush family, killed his father. Part of the CIA. Boom, boom. The CIA that made the word up. Conspiracy theories to make us all look like nutcases. Revolution. Yeah, it looks like George Washington with the lovely, beautiful Cindy Crawford, but he was aiming it at the Bush. The Bush who's died. Oh, yes. Not a coincidence. Yeah, the old Bush. It's not a coincidence he named his magazine after George. All in the plan, people. The new script that's being written, not the silly New World Order that is being dismantled. Now, the lovely little picture that I love so much is here. The lovely little boy in Tiffany blue, which you know that I love so much. And this is going to get a bit random now because this is just where I nearly fell asleep because I've been up. Went to bed late. Look at this lovely picture of the lovely darlings. Ah, the lovely darlings. Right. I'm going to read this out. It's random. It's not in the right place, but you know I love this too, and I'm going to read it out, and you can read it too. Hi, you ready? Oh, the eye covered. Oh, don't say the eye covered. I cover my eye doesn't mean I'm in the Illuminati. Right. That's where people get a bit paranoid with stuff. It gets a bit paranoid with... People get paranoid with it all. Doesn't mean because you're covering your one eye from the Illuminati. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on first to the Bilderbergs, then caught on the NASA. Yeah, did he catch on to the NASA? Did he have a space station called Kennedy Space Station? He might have caught on to what they were actually doing. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death. Allied with the one person in this world, I can't think who on that picture, whom I was honourable enough to trust and begin to build the plan. Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you could not sleep. Many of you couldn't ever go on. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them an answer. That is how we grow. There is no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching. We see all. There is no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on you. Every one of you. For that matter, you'd never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one, and where we go one, we go all R, which is JFK Jr., not Q. Would anyone like to enlighten me on where you think the files kept on everyone, and that means worldwide, are kept? Just to see what you all think about that. Anybody? Anybody? I'd just like to know what you think. Yes, Robin, what I'm saying says it all there. I have read this out numerous times on my channel in my little pink book. I wrote this down on Q ages ago. That says everything. If nobody understands that, then I don't know where you're going from. With the whole JFK Jr. thing, that is the whole thing that's in Q. The boom, lots of things add up, numerology and everything is actually in it all. So, does China, Facebook, yeah, but where does that information go to? Utah. Where do when they collect information, so where does it go to? Anyone knows what I'm getting at? That's where they take our information from, but it says you would never believe the files that are kept on you, or for that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Thank you, Dave. No, no one said what I thought they might say, so I'm not, yeah. I was just thinking quantum computers or something. But I do believe they may have that, because when you put something out there to know everything, every situation that could come out, a bit like War Games, that film War Games, and it knows every situation, a bit like what's going on really. Just saying, just chucking it out there. But other entities may have a hand in this. Yes, Dad, I believe other entities do have a hand in this, if everyone gets what I'm saying. I think there's a bit of entities, divine intervention, and all sorts of great stuff going on, which I'll be going into after this. That's why I said get a coffee, people. I'll be refilling up with a coffee after the JFK Jr. thing, because we are going into Flat Earth straight after this. So anyway, next picture. I just want to show this lovely picture. Now, I'm not saying the Kennedys were a good family. Most of us know that the Kennedys maybe were mob family, because we know there's a lot of that out there, elite family. I've said this and I will say it again. Just because you were born into a certain family does not mean that you have to carry on that tradition, and that you might think, actually, I want to be for the people. Just putting that out there, because people get lost in a lot of stuff. I believe this man wanted to do that, and JFK Jr. wanted to carry that on of his father, but he didn't, because they killed him, and they tried to kill JFK Jr. But it didn't work, because if you think about it, JFK Jr., in his family, about 6 Kennedys got assassinated every time they run for Senate. So if you don't believe that JFK Jr. wasn't brought up when Jackie Onassis remarried another mobster guy, they knew what was going on, and he'd know if he ran for Senate against Hillary Clinton, which he was doing, that they'd want to kill him. Why? Because America loved JFK Jr. That's why. And what would the story be when the sheep will wake up to the fact that he's alive and he actually comes out to the masses? Why did you fake your death? Where the story begins. Why? Ooh, why all these lies? Right, next picture. Here's a beautiful picture of the lovelies. If my dear friend Donald Trump, I can't even see this, ever decided to sacrifice his fabulous billionaire, which he did, lifestyle to become president, he would be an unstoppable force for ultimate justice that, I can't even say that Democrats and Republicans alike would celebrate. John F. Kennedy Jr., George magazine, 1999, when he supposedly died. Does that not say it all? He did sacrifice his billionaire lifestyle. That is what JFK Jr. said about him. Let's read that out again. If my dear friend Donald Trump, because he loved America, ever decided to sacrifice his fabulous billionaire lifestyle to become a president, he would be an unstoppable force for ultimate justice. That Democrats, listen, Democrats and Republicans alike would celebrate, because JFK Jr. was a Democrat. The Democrats of today are not what the Democrats of then were. But if they wake up, the Democrats and the Republicans will unite against the dark forces, if you get what I'm saying. As Donald Trump has said many times before, he has Democrat friends. He sure does. Not about dividing people. So, that was 1 month before JFK Jr. disappeared. There you go. If Donald Trump ever decided, well, he did, didn't he? And what did they do? Tried to poo-hoo this man, tried to say Russia collusion, this, that and the other, crap after crap after crap after crap. That's all I can say. Yeah, wow man, just wow, 20 years ago, exactly. People say, oh, QAnon, it only happened like, it was 2 years, 2.5 years, whatever it was. No, the plan's been in place for a very long time, probably even longer than 20 years ago. Would you not want justice for your father's murder? And a lot of other stuff that's been going on behind the scenes. They killed JFK. It was murder. Yeah, they killed JFK. He was going to expose the cabal and expose the ET connection to the people who were exactly aware of the Star Wars, because there is a Star Wars thing going on. Exactly, Lisa Tooley, exactly. And I will go on about ETs in a bit with Flat Earth, where people go, we can't believe in Flat Earth, we're talking about the coming from space. We're not talking about space. I have talked about space before, but I've started to realise, oh, yeah. But I'll talk about that in a bit. Let's get through this, because I'm nearly at the end of this and I'm going to go and get coffee, so I'm going to disappear for a minute after this and you will be able to go and refill as well. So, next picture. Like I said, research and you find a lot of stuff out. Yeah, they knew the people would never believe JFK, so it marked. Yeah, exactly. Here's a lovely picture of the lovely family. Ah, the lovely, beautiful First Lady, Jackie. The little John and the beautiful JFK. So, had to put these pictures out there because you know what I feel, you know, me in the UK feel about this. Hi, Captain Seacelt. And then let's go to this beautiful family as well. I often look at Melania and think she looks like a Nordic, which we'll go into in a bit. But hey, so there we go. They're the pictures that I found. Like I said, JFK, you can go and research this yourself. Like I said, you can go and research these videos, crop the pictures yourself, and find them yourself. I am just showing you what I can see. It's plain as day, right in front of your face. And it's pretty easy to see. You know, if you actually research. Let me see. Oh, you know, if you research, you can see. I'm just messing with something at the minute. Clinton's greatest hits. Oh my God, Clinton's greatest hits. Right, I'm trying to get a picture. I don't think this is going to work, but now I'm just going back to this lip thing. Well, that's lovely, Eric. But I'll be putting my thoughts on that in a minute. Don't you worry. Lip. But like I'm saying, it's all out there. I don't need to keep going through these pictures. I've done my job on that, and it was fun. And like I said, research, go through pictures, looking for the lovely where's Wally, where's Waldo, because we know that's been part of it. I lived in Dallas. A lot of people were consumed by it. I was consumed by it, but I actually take a step back from it because I know what's coming in and it's beautiful. So there he is. They're lovely. Now you look at his face, the side of his cheekbones and stuff, and you can tell it's this guy. But he's got glasses on and grey hair. It's so damn obvious. So damn obvious. Let me just see if I can find another picture to put up just before I get a brew and change to a different picture that I might be able to throw in here for you. For you. Fields of gold. I'm just looking. Right, just hang on, folks. I'm looking for that one. Not that one. That one. For you, the small. I love you, I love you, I love you. Boom, boom. Da, 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 da. Oh. Oh, messed that one up. Right, what? Right. Let me see if I can move this picture over. Oh, Jack's gone quiet. No, Jack's gone quiet. For you. Someone I love you, I love you. Still trying to find another picture. Let's see. Not that one. Not that one. Maybe I can't find it. No. So anyway, like I said, I've gone through all of this. So like I said, it's there for people to research. Anyway. So just closing these pictures off because... Right, so what did you think, folks? I'm coming back in. Hang on. I am coming back in. I'm about to come back in. Hang on. Vincent Fusker, yeah, Vincent Fusker is aka JFK Jr., but there was another Vincent Fusker, smaller, and that isn't him, because obviously they have someone, if someone went up to him like flipping FBI something, they'd get the wrong one. But if you research enough on that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, so very well done. I'm more convinced than I ever was. Thank you. The biggest thing I've done my research on is JFK Jr. and I've done many videos last year. If you can find them on Vincent Fusker, you can go back to them if you didn't know that I've done them. If you type in Dolly Daydream Vincent Fusker, it should come up. But when I went to watch the Trump rally, I saw him straight behind Trump straight away. No doubt about it. You can tell. If you know, people over here who don't really know, people over here don't even know about JFK Jr. You probably don't even know who, you know what I mean? So when I got into all this, I researched that. I'm plain as day, I can see it's him straight away. They said he's doing a soft bringing him in. That was a soft one, because normally he has a bit of a false nose on. He's gone as Vincent Fusker. It is basically Where's Waldo, I think you call it in America. We call it Where's Wally. It has been Where's Wally. He wore a Where's Wally hat at the bloody Trump organate. I can never say the word. So it's all there. This is what I'm saying about, I don't need people coming in saying, oh, you're just looking at this and you're looking at that. Go and research yourself. Don't take it from me. Go and research yourself. You know, when you know who came in before and said that, I'm not having it. Research yourself and you'll see. So anyway, that was that. And I thought it was really good. That's why I stayed up last night to watch it till 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to go and get a coffee. So I'm just going to put a picture up of JFK Jr. Then I'm going to come back. So if you want a refill and get a drink or whatever, go and do that. I'm just going to take a couple of minutes 2 minutes or something to go and get a coffee. So you can all talk among yourselves, and then I'm going to come back with a flat earth thing that I want to show you to do with Admiral Byrd. You know, the lies that they tell, because it all makes sense now. So I'm going to put a lovely picture of my darling up. My darling. Let me find the right picture. Let me see if you can guess which picture I'm going to throw in there. Actually, no, I'm going to put a picture of my darling and my other darling. So people can read this while they're just sitting about waiting for me to go and make a cup of coffee. I have not had my tea yet. I am starving, but I will trooper on. But I need a coffee, so I'm going to transfer this over, and I shall be back in 2 minutes. Okay. Okay. Right, I'm coming back. Hang on. I've got a brew. So, I got myself a brew, so I just need to have a few sips. Now, Admiral Byrd. Does everybody know about Admiral Byrd? You know, I said the other day something about Antarctica. Yes, he did go to Antarctica. But he also went to the North Pole. And if you've been watching my channel, we've been learning about the North Pole, because I believe Antarctica is the disinformation of the distraction that may come out in the news about, look what we found in Antarctica. I've talked about Antarctica. I was more on the side of Antarctica. Now I'm beginning to believe, Operation High Jump, which, you know, they tried to go up or they tried to go down, get under the dome or whatever, but I'm more on the lines of like, I believe it's the North Pole. If we're on a flat plane, the North Pole is more important. The North Pole just makes sense. Now, I believe in some of the stories they said, you know, he met with another race, the Aryans, whatever you want to call it, and all that sort of stuff, but they were bad, and they were, you know, trying to, they were hostile, and this, that, and the other. You know, they looked a bit Nordic looking, this, that, and the other, if anyone's heard the stories of what was said. But, yeah, he went to both. But when he went to the North Pole, I believe those stories out there that they said he saw are not true, because, as we know, mainstream media, way back then as well, or people trying to put stuff out, you know, in the papers or whatever, tell lies. And I believe they didn't want him to let the truth out, just like JFK, and told him to shut up, and told him, you know, that, because there's a lot of stuff out there about Antarctica. Now I'm beginning to believe, like, David Wilcox, I did like him, but they seem to be on Edge of Wonder a lot, and they seem to be going out Antarctica. So everyone's looking at Antarctica. Even the news have been mentioning a little bit Antarctica. That's why I'm starting to believe, actually, if they're saying look over there, we need to be looking over there at the North Pole. So I'm going to play you something off Flat Earth Paradise yet again, and I want you to listen, because you can't see anything, so I just want you to listen to the audio and listen to what's said, because I believe they always want to shut people up that are bringing the truth out. So it would make more sense that they put something out saying, oh, the hostile, this, that, and the other. Gone on about space, this, that, and the other. I just don't believe the concept in whatever the right word is that NASA say. This is space right around us now. If they say planets, that still doesn't thingy me with like the planets, if they were round and we're not, doesn't mean we are. But planes, I'd say planes. I say take the T off. It's planes. But that's why a lot of people on the other side of flat Earth who say the flat earthers go on about, oh, you can't believe in this and believe in that. Yeah, dear diary. You know, if you're a flat earther, and I will just say right here, right now, somebody out there, and I'm going to say this right now, and I don't have to mention name, because if they're lurking, they'll know damn well who I'm talking about. I'm in one of the moods today. Shouting out Durf and the lovely Owen Benjamin, saying that they're not good, this, that, and the other, because this person likes Eric Duvet, Savonier. I will say that because he says it. And the thing is with me is these people don't understand. They're looking at Owen Benjamin because he's come onto Flat Earth. He didn't say he believed the shape. He said he just doesn't believe, you know, like the global thing. He doesn't know what shape. But he knows we've all been lied to, as we all know. This person's channel was angry, as usual, shouting out Owen Benjamin. I'm going on about Owen Benjamin and Durf. They're great people. Just because Owen Benjamin has lots of subs because he was a celebrity, because he was a comedian, that's why he's got lots of subs, because people know who he was. I knew who he was before he came into Flat Earth. I used to watch him ages ago. He's got lots of subs because, one, he's funny, he was a comedian, and yes, he worked in Hollywood does not mean he's one of them. He came away from Hollywood and shouts out about Hollywood all the time. Took the mick out of Hollywood. Why on stage in front of the Hollywood elites? Knows what's going on. Has now left Hollywood a while back. Doesn't get paid off them. He's there in his own grounds with his kids, growing his own food and all that. Owen changes his mind because I change my mind on things. You learn things and then you drop things that you don't believe in. That's what you're supposed to do. Not being stuck in one mindset and only staying there realising, oh well, Owen Benjamin's a good man. Someone gets triggered because they've called someone you like, Eric Dubay Savonier, just because he says that, but you think they're bad because they've got lots of subs and they worked, you know, in Hollywood. Yeah, they did, but he also moved away from Hollywood. He's a comedian. That's why he's talking about Eric Dubay like that. He even said he doesn't hate him. They're all right again. So it's like, get over yourself. Get over yourself. They are good people. Getting paranoid because he worked in Hollywood. Not everybody's evil. You know, and calling these people out as in, Owen said those Hollywood parties are freaky. He knows, and that's why he's talking out about it. That's why he does it in the way he does it. But some people get paranoid and think that, oh, he said this. Owen Benjamin never said anything bad about Flat Earth or anything. You know, these people don't watch these people. They just assassinate people's characters. They know nothing about them or research or anything. There's nothing wrong that on Durf's channel or Owen Benjamin's channel that he said you just might have said something jokingly about somebody you like. Yet you're calling them out to be a bad person, and everyone in your chat's going, oh yeah, that Owen Benjamin, he's a what? He's a real man. You're calling him out for saying that he's what was it? You know, like a male show. No, he's just a man that says it as it is and stands up with truth, just like you say you're doing, but you don't like it when it's other people saying it in the way you've gone about it. But thank you. But I just wanted to put that out there because I am supporting Durf and Owen Benjamin, because this person said, oh, this trend's coming with Owen Benjamin. Why have you seen me saying it as someone else? Because someone's getting excited on Flat Earth on this side and you don't like the Flat Earthers on this side. It looks like a bit of a divide for me. If someone's in a Flat Earth community or coming to it, like Owen Benjamin, what's Owen Benjamin said that's bad about? Yeah, Durf stands for Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. What have they said that's bad, apart from Sauvignon? Can't you take a joke? What have they said that's bad about Flat Earth? What has Owen Benjamin said? He's deep state. Oh, he's working for... No. Go and do your research and realise what he was saying years ago, still consistent with what he's saying now. He's come on to Flat Earth, yes. But what he said about Hollywood, he's been slagging off Hollywood for ages. Doesn't mean because you worked in Hollywood, your body came away from it. Just want to put that out there and support people, you know, that I can see that are good. You know, and you've got people out there can't see the trees for the wood or whatever way around it is, are taking the mick out of people who they think are a mystic and they believe in God. There is a creator. There are things beyond the veil you can't see with certain eyes unless you're awake sometimes. There are forces and energy and stuff like that you can't see. But this person poo-hoos that. I actually think this person knows quite a lot about energy of what I've heard. But they will poo-hoo this. And think that the mystic side is not real because it's all airy-fairy and fluffy. You'll say that against a load of women, and I bet it was about me as well, because at the end of the day, you're soon going to find out the mystic side is a lot of what the truth is, just because you believe it's airy-fairy. That's a bit listening to fake science, actually, and mainstream media. Oh, it's all lippy-dippy and fairy-fairy. Is it really? Soon be seen, won't we, dark to light? By the way, let's get a bit airy-fairy. Dark to light, has anyone noticed? In my book where it shows you where the moon is and everything, I haven't seen the moon for quite a few days, or is that just me? Can anyone see the moon right now? Because I've not seen it, and it's supposed to be, I'm not saying a full moon, but it just seems to have disappeared. We had quite a few big full moons, the pink energy moon and all that, and at the minute, I don't know where it is. Dark to light, 10 days of darkness, I don't know, I just haven't seen it. Yeah, people who say it as it is are worth listening to, exactly. Owen Benjamin says it as it is. You're getting offended because he called your friend. I put a picture up of this other person, I don't need to mention the name, and Owen Benjamin. I see more light in Owen Benjamin's eyes and face than this other person. Your anger in the other person's face, that's all I'm saying. I'm a woman and I will stick up for these two men. Definitely. Ooh. So, I'm just saying that because I felt the need to, I'm in one of the moods today to bring that up, because I just think it's ridiculous when people say they research. Someone on his channel said they didn't even know who he was, Owen Benjamin, so why are you calling him then? Why are you saying he's, fake, or he's part of Hollywood? No, he isn't. He's a comedian that used to, he didn't sell his soul, that's why he came away. He knew what was going on. Research properly. And stop trying to divide the cause, because that's all I can see what's going on there. Yeah, Big Bear is a good man. He is a good man. But that side of that channel that I see is very negative, and all the people in there are quite negative though. So that is what you will see. If you're from a negative environment, that's all you're going to see. But if they actually research properly, they might actually learn something. You can tell he's not a bad guy. Oh, it's ridiculous. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there because I will, like I said, support these people. Joe Rogan was so small. Jokes crack me up. Yeah, Joe Rogan. Look at Joe Rogan. They probably support him as well, and Alex Jones, whatever. So, let's get into the thing that I want you to listen to because it's brilliant. So I'm going to sit here quietly. Hopefully you can hear this. Worldwide Patriots Unite. Exactly. This person's like, it's like, what? Why are you trying to divide? So let's go. Are you ready for this? You can't see anything, so I'm just going to play it. Hopefully you can hear this because General Byrd, the whole point I was saying before, going on about aliens, that I think they're actually all different beings. Let's say if they're different, they're alien, they don't look like us. Some people will laugh at that, whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe they come from the North Pole, the centre, the thing that we can't go over. Are there other lands beyond ours? Dome or no dome, whatever, it doesn't really matter. People get triggered by it all. It's like, come on guys, unite and stop fighting over the same things that you've been fighting over and going around in a circle for ages. Flat earthers against flat earthers, what is that all about? Unless you are trying to keep people in a circle, people are trying to come to the same things and you won't unite with people. So that's what I think anyway. So let's listen to this because like I said, if they pumped anything out about General Byrd ages ago, it'll be a pack of lies. I believe they didn't want General Byrd to know, to put the information out because he was in the military and they said he had to swear on an oath. So, because like they said with JFK, certain things he didn't want to come out because apparently we can't handle it. Oh yes, we can. Are you ready? So I'm just going to have a drink of tea now and we're going to listen to this, okay? And then something else at the end that might trigger some people, but, I'm not into them people, so this is my fiery side coming out. So let's go. Let me just find it. This makes sense to me. North Pole, flat Earth, whatever shape it is. North Pole, General Byrd, and all this lot of sort of stuff. Okay? All will be one, yeah. So, let me just find it. Are you ready? You can't really see, there's not really many pictures on it, so there's no point me showing you. We're just going to listen. I want you to know if you can hear it because I don't know. Yeah, right. I might be able to show you. I think there's a couple of pictures at the beginning, so let's have a look.
Rear Admiral Richard Evelyn Byrd Jr. was an American naval officer who specialized in feats of exploration. He was a recipient of the Medal of Honor, the highest honor for valor given by the United States, and was a pioneering American aviator, polar explorer, and organizer of polar logistics. May 9th, 1926, Admiral Byrd took off from the Norwegian Arctic island of Spitzenberg along with his pilot Floyd Bennett in an attempt to be the first to fly to the North. About 16 hours later, the pair returned to the island in their Fokker trimotor airplane, a Josephine Ford, saying that they had indeed accomplished the feat. Byrd submitted his navigational records to the U.S. Navy and a committee of the National Geographic Society, one of his sponsors, who confirmed the accomplishment according to the Ohio State University libraries. Byrd was hailed as a hero and given the Medal of Honor. However, for some unknown reason, Admiral Byrd's official accounts of his journey were not long after disproved and denied as inconclusive. To learn of what Admiral Byrd claims to have found and experienced on his Arctic North Polar journey, it becomes clear why the official channels of society may have quickly decided to dismiss his claims. However, we must take into consideration the fact that Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd was a well-respected member of society and highly decorated member of the U.S. Navy. The following is a reading
The Navy's good.
Of the official transcripts of Rear Admiral Richard E.'s flight logs recording during and shortly after his pioneering journey deep into the unknown regions of the Arctic North Pole, 19th of February 1947.
This is showing his diary.
0600 hours. All preparations are complete for our flight north.
Right, because it just goes into reading it, I'm just going to play it near the microphone because there's nothing to see. You can go and watch this after yourselves anyway, so let me know if you can hear it. So,
and we are airborne with full fuel tanks at 0610 hours. 0620 hours. Fuel mixture on starboard engine seems too rich. Adjustment made in
Hi Fifth, can I just say, we all know about Project Bluebeam, yeah? We all know about the New World Order. So if they're saying it's coming from up there, maybe they're not, they're coming from outer realms. We know about Project Bluebeam. A lot of us do. This is why I think, I will talk about this after this.
Whitneys are running smoothly. 0730 hours. Radio check with base camp. All is well and radio reception is normal. 0740 hours. Note slight oil leak in starboard engine. Oil pressure indicator seems normal, however. 0800 hours. Slight turbulence noted from easterly direction at an altitude of 2,321 feet. Correction to 1,700 feet. No further
And just remember, you can't always believe what they put out there in the papers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not... You know what I'm saying, if anyone gets what I'm saying?
Turbulence, but tailwind increases. Slight adjustment in throttle controls. Aircraft performing very well now. 0815 hours. Radio check with base camp. Situation normal. 0830 hours. Turbulence encountered again.
Can you hear
Increase altitude to 2,900 feet. Smooth flight conditions again.
Can you hear it? Oh, it gets better when we've got through all this. Can you hear it?
0910 hours. Vast ice and snow below. Note coloration of a yellowish nature and disperse in a linear pattern. Altering course for better examination of this color pattern below. Note reddish or purple color also. Circle this area 2 full turns and return to assigned compass heading. Position check made again to base camp and relay information concerning colorations in the ice and snow below. 0910 hours. Both magnetic and gyro compasses beginning to gyrate and wobble. We are unable to hold our heading by instrumentation. Take bearing with sun compass, yet all seems well. The controls are seemingly slow to respond and have sluggish quality, but there is no indication of icing. 0915 hours. In the distance is what appears to be mountains. 0949 hours. 29 minutes elapsed flight time from the first sighting of the mountains. It is no illusion. They are mountains and are consisting of a small range that I have never seen before. 0955 hours. Altitude changed to 2,950 feet, encountering strong turbulence again. 1000 hours. We are crossing over the small mountain range and still proceeding northward as best as can be ascertained. Beyond the mountain range is what appears to be a valley with a small river or stream running through the center portion. There should be no green valley below. Something is definitely wrong and abnormal here. We should be over ice and snow. To the port side are great forests growing on the mountain slopes. Our navigation instruments are still spinning. The gyroscope is oscillating back and forth. 1005 hours. I alter altitude to 1,400 feet and execute a sharp turn to better examine the valley below. It is green with either moss or a type of knit grass. The light here seems different. I cannot see the sun anymore. We make another left turn and we spot what seems to be a large animal of some kind below us. It appears to be an elephant. No, it looks more like a mammoth. This is incredible. Yet there it is. Decrease altitude to 1,000 feet and take binoculars to better examine the animal. It is confirmed. It is definitely a mammoth-like animal. Report this to base camp. 1030 hours. Encountering more rolling green hills now. The external temperature indicator reads 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Continuing on our heading now. Navigation instruments seem normal now. I am puzzled over their actions. Attempting to contact base camp. Radio is not functioning. 1130.
This is by Flat Earth Paradise. Yet again, his channel's brilliant.
Hours. Countryside below
If
is
you want
more
to put it
level
in
and
for anyone.
normal, if I may use that word.
Flat Earth
Ahead we
paradise.
spot what seems to be a city. This is impossible. Aircraft seems light and...
Sorry, it was Flat Earth paradise yet again. I'll just take that back a little bit. I'm listening to it and then I'm going to come in with you all.
to read 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Continuing on our heading now. Navigation instruments seem normal now. I am puzzled over their actions. Attempting to contact base camp. Radio is not functioning. 1130 hours. Countryside below is more level and normal, if I may use that word. Ahead we spot what seems to be a city. This is impossible. Aircraft seems light and oddly buoyant. The controls refuse to respond. My God. Off our port and starboard wings are a strange type of aircraft. They are closing rapidly alongside. They are dish-shaped and have a radiant quality to them. They are close enough now to see the markings on them. It's a type of swastika.
Nordics.
This is fantastic.
Swastika again, remember yesterday? Swastika. The swastika isn't what people think the swastika is.
Where are we? What has happened? I tug at the controls again. They will not respond. We are caught in an invisible vice grip of some type. 1135 hours. Our radio crackles and a voice comes through in English with what is perhaps a slight Nordic or Germanic accent. The message is, "Welcome, Admiral, to our domain. We shall land you in exactly 7 minutes. Relax, Admiral, you are in good hands." I note the engines of our plane have stopped running. The aircraft is under some strange control and is now turning itself. The controls are useless. 1140 hours. Another radio message received.
Yeah.
We begin the landing process now, and in moments the plane shudders slightly and begins a descent as though caught in some great unseen elevator.
Admiral Byrds.
Downward motion is negligible, and we touch down with only a slight jolt. 1145 hours. I am making a hasty last entry in the flight log. Several men are approaching on foot toward our aircraft. They are tall with blonde hair. In the distance is a large shimmering city pulsating with rainbow hues of color.
Rainbow.
I do not know what is going to happen now, but I see no signs of weapons on those approaching. I hear now a voice ordering me by name to open the cargo door. I comply.
Well, the movie show does go on.
End log. From this point, I write all the following events here from memory. It defies the imagination. It would seem all but madness if it had not happened. The radio man and I are taken from the aircraft, and we are received in a most cordial manner. We were then boarded on a small platform-like conveyance with no wheels. It moves us toward the glowing city with great swiftness. As we approach, the city seems to be made of a crystal material. Soon we arrive at a large building that is a type I have never seen before. It appears to be right out of the design board of Frank Lloyd Wright, or perhaps more correctly, out of a Buck Rogers setting. We are given some type of warm beverage, which tasted like nothing I have ever savored before. It is delicious. After about 10 minutes, two of our wondrous appearing hosts come to our quarters and announce that I am to accompany them. I have no choice but to comply. I leave my radio man behind, and we walk a short distance and enter into what seems to be an elevator. We descend downward for some moments. The machine stops and the door lifts suddenly upward. We then proceed down a long hallway that is lit by a rose-colored light that seems to be emanating.
Is it bad to tell people just to believe in Jesus because it's a good bet?
From the very walls themselves. One of the beings motions for us to stop before a great door. Over the door is an inscription that I cannot read. The great door slides noiselessly open, and I am beckoned to enter. One of my hosts speaks. "Have no fear, Admiral. You are to have an audience with the Master." I step inside, and my eyes adjust to the beautiful coloration that seems to be filling the room completely. Then I begin to see my surroundings. What greeted my eyes is the most beautiful sight of an entire existence. It is in fact too beautiful and wondrous to describe. It is exquisite and delicate. I do not think there exists a human term that can describe it in any detail with justice. My thoughts are interrupted in a cordial manner by a warm, rich voice of melodious quality. "I bid you welcome to our domain, Admiral." I see a man with delicate features and with the etching of years upon his face. He is seated at a long table. He motions me to sit down in one of the chairs. After I am seated, he places his fingertips together and smiles. He speaks softly again and conveys the following. We have let you enter here because you are of noble character and well known on the
We're just going through Admiral Byrd, his diary.
Surface world, Admiral. Surface world. I half gasped under my breath. Yes, the master replies with a smile. You are in the domain of the Ariani, the inner world of Earth. We shall not long delay your mission, and you will be safely escorted back to the surface and for a distance beyond. But now, Admiral, I shall tell you why you have been summoned here. Our interest rightly begins just after your race exploded the first atomic bombs over Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan. It was at that alarming time we sent our flying machines, the Flugelrad.
Just done the JFK Jr. and now we're going through this, the Flugelrad. You're listening to this.
To your surface world to investigate what your race had done. That is of course past history now, my dear Admiral, but I must continue on. You see, we have never interfered before in your race's wars and barbarity, but now we must, for you have learned to tamper with a certain power that is not for me.
Yeah, middle class mum, the blue light and the red light had an agreement, yeah. And funnily enough, when I look up to the stars with the telescope, the light is blue and red. We're merging. Got to unite, haven't we?
And, namely, that of atomic energy. Our emissaries have already delivered messages to the powers of your world, and yet they do not heed. Now you have been chosen to be witness here that our world does exist. You see, our culture and science is many thousands of years beyond your race, Admiral. I interrupted, but what does this have to do with me, sir? The master's eyes seemed to penetrate deeply into my mind, and after studying me for a few moments, he replied, Your race has reached the point of no return, but there are those among you who would destroy your very world rather than relinquish their power as they know it. I nodded, and the master continued. 1945 and afterward, we tried to contact your race, but our efforts were met with hostility, and our Flugelrads were fired upon.
They were met with hostility, yeah? They were met with hostility, not we were met with hostility, because we're quite hostile. We're the hostile ones, but we'll talk about this after, because it's nearly going off now.
Yes, even
they always,
with malice.
Always lie and reflect it the other way around in stories that they put out to the masses, don't they? Just thought I'd throw that out there.
And animosity by your fighter planes. So now, I say to you, my son, there is a great storm gathering in your world, a black fury that will not spend itself for many years. There will be no answer in your arms. There will be no safety in your science. It may rage on until every...
Title of this video is Flat Earth Paradise. Admiral Byrd, just look for that, it should come up. I'll find it at the end.
Flower of your culture is trampled, and all human things are leveled in vast chaos. Your recent war was only a prelude of what is yet to come for your race. We here see it more clearly with each hour. Do you say I am mistaken? No, I answer. It happened once before. The Dark Ages came and they lasted for more than 500 years. Yes, my son, replied the master. The Dark Ages that will come now for your race will cover the earth like a pall. But I believe that some of your race will live through the storm. Beyond that, I cannot say. We see at a great
the storm.
Distance a new world stirring from the ruins of your race, seeking its lost and legendary treasures, and they will be here, my son, safe in our keeping. When that time arrives, we shall come forward again to help you revive your culture and your race. Perhaps by then, you will have learned the futility of war and its strife, and after that time, certain of your culture and science will be returned for your race to begin anew. You, my son,
your culture and your science, what? Real science and real...
are to return to the surface world with this message. With these closing words, our meeting seemed at an end. I stood for a moment as in a dream, but yet I knew this was reality, and for some strange reason, I bowed slightly, either out of respect or humility. I do not know which.
We're the evil race, not them.
Suddenly, I was again aware that the two beautiful hosts who had brought me here were again at my side.
Maybe.
This way, Admiral, mentioned one. I turned once more before leaving and looked back toward the master. A gentle smile was etched on his delicate and ancient face. Farewell, my son, he spoke. Then he gestured with a lovely, slender hand, a motion of peace, and our meeting was truly ended. Quickly, we walked back through the great door of the master's chamber and once again entered into the elevator. The door slid silently downward, and we were once again going upward.
Sub to his channel. Listen to this very carefully because it's what they told him not to say.
One of my hosts spoke again. We must now make haste, Admiral, as the Master desires to delay you no longer on your scheduled timetable, and you must return with his message to your race. I said nothing. All of this was almost beyond belief, and once again my thoughts were interrupted as we stopped. I entered the room and was again with my radio man. He had an anxious expression on his face. As I approached, I said, "It is all right, Howie. It is all right." The two beings motioned us toward the awaiting conveyance. We boarded and soon arrived back at the aircraft. The engines were idling and we boarded immediately.
Thank you, Stephen. I'm always shouting that out. As above, so below.
The whole atmosphere seemed charged now with a certain air of urgency. After the cargo door was closed, the aircraft was immediately lifted by that unseen force until we reached an altitude of 2,700 feet. Two of the aircraft were alongside for some distance, guiding us on our return way. I must state here, the airspeed indicator registered no reading, yet we were moving along at a very rapid rate. Entry flight log continues. 0215 hours. A radio message comes through. We are leaving you now, Admiral. Your controls are free. Auf Wiedersehen. We watched for a moment.
Auf Wiedersehen. Who is that race?
As the Flugelrads disappeared into the pale blue sky.
The Frudelrags.
The aircraft suddenly felt as though caught in a sharp downdraft for a moment.
Was Hitler who they said he was, or did he do all those things they said he did? Just saying.
We quickly recovered her control. We do not speak for some time. Each man has his thoughts. 0220 hours. We are again over the vast areas of ice and snow, approximately 27 minutes from base camp. We radio them, they respond. We report all conditions normal. Base camp expresses relief at our re-established contact. 0300 hours. We land smoothly at base camp. I have a mission.
You know, when you think of Maria Orkic getting in contact with other places, ETs as you might call them, because he looked different to us. Maria Orkic, who was in, around Hitler, the Vril Society.
End log entries. March 11th, 1947. Just attended a staff meeting at the Pentagon. I have stated fully my discovery and the message from the Master.
Okay.
This camp expresses relief at our re-established contact. 0300 hours. We land smoothly at base camp. I have a mission. End log entries. March 11th, 1947. I have just attended a staff meeting at the Pentagon.
Thank you, Stephen.
I have stated fully my discovery and the message from...
Right, so this bit's very important. Right, sorry, I'm not talking now.
Base camp expresses relief at our re-established contact. 0300 hours. We land smoothly...
He put his stuff across, and this is what they told him. So the stuff that they probably say he put out, in a paper or something, is probably something totally different, so...
At base camp. I have a mission. End log entries. March 11th, 1947. I have just attended a staff meeting at the Pentagon. I have stated fully my discovery and the message from the Master. All is duly recorded. President has been advised. I am now detained for several hours. 6 hours, 39 minutes to be exact. I am interviewed by top security forces and a medical team. It was an ordeal. I am placed under strict control via the national security provisions of the United States of America. I am ordered to remain silent in regard to all that I have learned on behalf of humanity. Incredible. I am reminded that I am a military man and I must obey orders. December 30th, 1956. final entry. I must write this diary in secrecy and obscurity. It concerns my Arctic flight of the 19th day of February in the year
I know about Alistair Crowley.
Of 1947. There comes a time when the rationality of men must fade into insignificance, and one must accept the inevitability of the truth. I am not at liberty to disclose the following documentation at this writing. Perhaps it shall never see the light of public scrutiny, but I must do my duty and record here for all to one day read. These last few years elapsed since 1947 have not been kind. I now make my final entry in this singular diary. In closing, I must state that I have faithfully kept this matter secret as directed all these years. It has been completely against my values of moral right. Now I seem to sense the long night coming on, and this secret will not die with me, but as all truth shall, it will triumph, and so it shall. This can be the only hope for mankind. I have seen the truth, and it has quickened my spirit and has set me free. I have done my duty
The truth will set you free.
towards the monstrous military-industrial complex. Now, the long night begins to approach, but there shall be no end. Just as the long night of the Arctic ends, the brilliant sunshine of truth shall come again, and those who are of darkness shall fall in its light. For I have seen that land beyond the pole, that center of the great unknown. Admiral Richard E. Byrd, United States Navy, December 24th, 1956.
What side of the military, if you want to put it that way, is more helping Q and Trump? Not all the military are bad, but the Navy. Has anyone read Behold a Pale Horse as well? Oh, yes. Just saying.
This can be the only hope for mankind. I have seen the truth, and it has quickened my spirit and has set me free. I have done my duty towards the monstrous military-industrial complex. Now, long night begins to approach. There shall be no end. Just as the long night of the Arctic ends, the brilliant sunshine of truth shall come again. Those who are of darkness shall fall in its light.
Doesn't Q say
For I
this?
have
Dark to
seen
light.
that land beyond the pole, that center of the great unknown. Admiral Richard E. Byrd, United States Navy, December 20.
Looks a bit like an old JFK Jr. Just saying. Oh, boom, boom. I hope you like that. I think it's excellente because, you'll get the trolls in because they don't like it. But what they're afraid of. What you scared of. We're just putting some stuff out that people like. What you scared of. That's how I see it. I'm not looking up there. We're looking out there. We're looking in the centre. If nuclear weapons were going to go off, they would affect something that was part of our Earth, inner Earth, centre Earth, whatever you call it, would still affect them. So they've never wanted to intervene, but they had to because it will affect them. But in the stories that go around, they're trying to attack us. They're the hostile ones. Really? Have you looked what we do with war? Really? Well, they're the hostile ones. No, we're the hostile ones. I don't mean we as people, but those out there, the governments and them sort of, with the fake wars that do all these things, they'd see something different. They'd want to destroy it, especially if it makes us be set free and all that sort of good stuff. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that makes more sense. So, because obviously we know about NASA, so yes, that makes more sense. Beyond the realms, beyond us, or at the centre. So the news has started doing little reports on Antarctica, and those people that I thought I liked, and now I'm thinking, what's it called, Corey Doodah and all that, talking about Antarctica on Edge of Wonder, which I do like them guys, but is that the distraction because it works better off the centre? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, the distraction is, if that comes out, Antarctica's going to come out. But because lots of us talked about Antarctica, we're all going to look over there when really we should be looking over at the North Pole. That's what I think. I don't know what you all thought of that. But like I said, in there they said you can't tell humanity. So obviously they're going to tell lies about, we were met by hostility at this place, this, that and the other. It's like, really? Dark to light, people. Yeah, the North Star at the north, the North Star. You can see all this in Flat Earth Paradise videos. And I also want to say, Fifth World, that when we're talking about blood over intent, it's quite funny actually, because I was talking to someone today, and it is actually that thing of, I was like, oh, sitting on the fence with that. But then again, it's your intention, isn't it? If you do that, it's what your intentions are. Like everything else, there's people out there who are satanic. Some people say good witches, bad witches, whatever you want to say. There is good and bad. There is dark and light. It doesn't matter if you're that sort of thing. You know, I was into all the witchy stuff. It's your intent. It's your intentions. People go on about the Illuminati, this, that and the other. They all know the same power. That evil satanical power is the same power that someone with the light would hold, because they know, because they're enlightened. The difference is, what are your intentions with your power? Bad or good? Are you doing it to harm people or not? You know? Power is not bad. We all have it. It's how you're going to use it. What are your intentions? What sort of person are you? You know? So, I don't know what you thought of that. What did you all think in chat? You know, they go about the pole changes, the pole shift, this, that and the other. Things are happening out there. Energies are all going sporadic everywhere. The Schumann resonance and all that sort of stuff. Purple light, yeah. Well, we've been talking about purple light, haven't we? What colours make purple? When these colours merge, what colours make purple? We're going through a merge, remember? New sub here. Thank you, Missing Link. Yay, Q sent you. Brilliant. This is a Q house. I've just gone through JFK Jr. at the beginning. You might have missed it. What colour, what two colours, when you mix up, make purple? Come on, people. Red and blue. What have we been talking about? Red and blue. The stars that I saw in the sky were red and blue. The male and the female and the energy and all that sort of good stuff. Red and blue. When they merge, it's purple. Boom. Have I not heard people talking about purple? The merge. They might go on about the queen in the purple because she knows the power, but she uses it for something. Do you know what I'm saying? Purple rain. Not bad. It's how you use it. Purple. Red and blue. Red and blue. Yep. Red and blue kachinas. Yep. Same, wording, but like purple. He said purple. So, it's a purple pill. Nene. Yep. Purple. So, Nene. Is that another Nene? I'm just saying. Red and blue make purple. Boop, boop. Yep, so I thought that was brilliant. Now, I just got sent a video. I haven't seen it properly yet, but I'm going to play it. It might trigger a few people who don't like these people, but hey ho, I don't think it's anyone in here. Jupiter is also purple, the Aurora Borealis is green, and yeah, that's what I've heard you talk about, hand purple, yeah. Yeah, so, it was brilliant. Yeah, red and blue make purple, yeah. Remember the colours. So, yeah. Energies. Trump's been talking about energy, hasn't he? That Joe Biden hasn't got any energy because Trump's young and this, that, and the other. He's meaning his energy is what do you call it? Is very high in energy. You can be older in an age, but you can still be full of energy. Joe Biden ain't going to be nothing. He ain't got no energy like Trump. When Trump does all his rallies, hours after, hours so long, and then he's flying in, he's flying there, he's got tons of energy, and people sit there and take the mick, he can't even walk, he can't even do this. Are you serious? Dear me. Yeah, you'll get that, Stephen. So check that channel, it's brilliant. But I'm just going to play this a little bit because I want to see what it is, and it's a flat earth one. So aurora can be seen by the light ones and the dark ones, or the energy you project also. Oh yeah, the dark ones can see your light. That's why you get trolls and people who want to suck the energy off you, because they can see it. The stronger you shine your light, they come a seeking it, but they can't stand in the light because they're not from the light. Once everyone stands up in the light, they will be gone. Just like Admiral Byrds said there, right there. Just like what Q says, right there. So, let me find this other video. Still haven't had my tea yet. Ridiculous. Have a look. So, we're just going to go through a little bit of this, and then I'm going to go and get my tea at this time. Nearly 11:15 at night, but there you go. I came on for you lot. Let's see. Right. Right. Flat Earth, it doesn't matter. So, let's see. This is the lovely by D Marble. So, on Dearth. So, let's support the Dearth. So, let's see what's going on here. I've not seen it, so I don't know.
Right here. This marks the spot, huh? You see what's going on? See what they're doing to our skies? Does that not bother you? Not at all? Not even a little bit?
Yeah, from the north.
You know, when we were growing up, when a plane would fly by and leave a trail, it wouldn't just sit there for hours. It wouldn't dissipate and turn into this huge cloud. The sky wouldn't end up with this gray haze covering the entire sky. Why does it look like they're spraying an X right here? Does that bother you? What do you think about that? Does it not matter? That means you're in the perfect position. That puts you in a perfect position for what? Servitude. This whole attitude that it doesn't matter whether or not...
Because there's that thing of the Jews and all that, and the Torah and the Tumat or whatever, the false one, if you get what I'm saying. Just throwing that out there.
That doesn't matter whether or not we've been lied to. How does it affect me? Doesn't make me any different. No.
Thank you, Stephen.
I'm still taken care of. Talking to a guy last week, this guy says, well, hey, as far as this whole flat earth movement, there's going to be people like me on the sidelines who aren't going to get involved. I'm taken care of. I have a good job. I can eat all the fatty foods I want. I'm fat and happy. I said good. I'm not looking for fat and happy. I want hungry and pissed off. That's who's going to actually get up to something. You want to be fat and happy? Fat and happy.
Thank you. I get a bit riled up and get told I shouldn't get riled up because I should be walking like Jesus or something. I'm like, no, riled up gets you going.
That whole attitude that doesn't matter, but how does it affect me? That's selfish.
I hate that. I've had that attitude. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's going out in the physical either. Yes, it does.
Makes me sick. Sorry. That's what it is.
Makes me sick.
It's a selfish attitude. It says I don't care what my family's going through. I don't care what my neighbors are going through. I don't care about those starving kids over there. I don't care about people getting...
I don't care about those kids that are being trafficked. I don't care about those kids that are being raped. I don't care about those kids that are being killed. I don't care about those fake ass wars that they make and kill people. I do. All over the world. I do.
Bombed and all that. I don't care about the whole world being deceived. As long as I'm happy, my little bubble. Selfish.
Go D Marble. Exactly.
They want you right there. That is right where they want you.
So you're not doing anything. So you're not sharing information.
No, doesn't matter. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm alright with being lied to. Seriously, that might be the only thing that people are okay with being lied to about. Oh, I know he's cheating. Yeah, he lied before, but I'm alright with being lied. Think about that. And where does this put you as far as being a servant?
You've been taught to sit there And to think that this is what they say about the whole spiritual thing. People say, I got a friend who goes, you're not spiritual. Yeah, I am part of that, and that's what we're part of. But it doesn't mean that they do teach you also to sit there and just, I know it works, but also that thing of sit there and do nothing and just be happy with yourself and the rest of it doesn't matter. Well, it does.
Working your life away from somebody else's dream. Because we were told, we were children, told go to school, work hard, get good grades. I've got
guts because I've got kids, and what I've heard and seen, I'm not having it. You know, that's why I think a lot of people are standing up, because they cross the line with the kids.
Go to college, you're gonna make it. You're gonna get a good job. You're gonna be well off. Tell you along the way, you're gonna be lied to. Tell you along the way, school is not really gonna teach you everything that you need to know to navigate life as an adult. They didn't tell you about debt. Didn't tell you about dealing with other people. Didn't teach you compassion in school. They didn't teach you any of these things that are necessary life skills. They didn't teach you how to change a tire, change the oil in your car. They didn't teach you any of that. They taught you how to sit here and memorize and regurgitate nonsense. Facts and figures. They told you what to think. They didn't teach you how to think.
And there's a person out here talking out about Dearth, his channel, and that's D Marbles on his channel, saying this, saying that, like, what they're not putting the truth out. Is that not the truth? Dividing devices going on somewhere.
That's the problem. System. They don't want a critical thinking population. They want servants of this system. Do understand that the education system was built in order to produce a mindless servant society that you're smart enough to
Indoctrination 101, exactly.
Do the jobs, work in the factories and all that, but you're not smart enough to think your way out of it, produce on your own. That's where they want you.
There's people out there on the Flat Earth who say they're for Flat Earth, calling people like me and other people like Roxanne, Dearth, Owen Benjamin, and a load of other people that are doing this stuff and calling us like we're not putting truth out there. We're bad, we're deceiving. Deceiving what? Is that not the truth? And you can't unite with these people. What are you?
I want you to be all lackadaisical, lazy, docile, apathetic, just like that attitude.
Lazy, docile, you don't want to get off your ass and do anything or stand up for the right. You're not bothered because you're just bothered about what's going on in your own bubble. No.
Right there. Doesn't matter. And all the while you're being taxed for it. You're being taxed for it and you don't even know where the tax dollars are going. Some of it is going towards NASA. Their budget this year, $19.5 billion. You do understand that world hunger could be solved with something around $10 billion. Half of that.
World hunger could be brought down tomorrow, and veterans on the streets and all that sort of stuff to do homeless with the Catholic Church asking for money for the cathedral. Dig your own hands in your own pockets and give it out, seeing as you're from the holy that you say you are. You shouldn't be asking for GoFundMe to build nothing because you have the money in the Vatican.
Budget could cure world hunger. Period. Out here faking spacewalks, giving us CGI bullcrap. Where's that money going?
Brody.
Don't know. Know that we got issues right here on Earth, and they're out there bull, man. They're out here messing around. Supposedly out in space. They're actually in a swimming pool. You gotta know that. On these live feeds, they mess up enough. You'll see bubbles, and they've messed up enough to where you can see that they are in a pool. Are being lied to.
NASA, I've seen it. I saw it ages ago. NASA, what are the bubbles, NASA? Training in water, were you? Trying to make it look like you were in space? We're not stupid.
That's the problem. Reality should be a lot different than it is right now, and it's not, because psychopaths run the world.
Yeah.
I'll get back to that in a second. As far as these taxes go, how did taxes used to be taken care of back in the day? There used to be guys show up in armor with swords and a big old bag to collect your money. They would knock on your door and say, all right, you made some money, it's time to pay up. King needs his dues.
Why should we be paying them money that we make? Does that make any sense? You're making money. What do you need it for? Go and make your own.
Government needs their cut. They used to take it manually. What they do today, what leaves us in this docile mindset to where we don't want to do anything about it?
That's why on the Q map, the Vatican's at the top of the top of the Q map is the Vatican.
Take it automatically off your check, off top, electronically. Think about that. Because if somebody came to you and took that much money every month, every couple of weeks when you get paid, somebody knocks...
And that's why we're all struggling. You should be able to afford to live on your own. People should be able to survive. No, they don't want that, do they? If you're together, if we're taxed, why are we just why are you not just taxed as one person, as a couple, just a couple a little bit, not everybody who lives in the house? Why? Because they want your damn money.
And says, hey, we're here to collect that $500. Yeah, I know we didn't really show up to do any work, but yeah, we're from the federal government. We're going to need our cut. There would be problems if why they do it. Look at our pay stub because we know how bad we're getting screwed. But they give us distractions to keep our minds off of all these things. That's what I'm talking about, man. Psychopaths run the world. They don't care about your will.
No.
You know this, right? You do understand this. How do we know that psychopaths run the world? Like I said, they can world hunger in a minute. If they wanted to, they don't. Aquaponics is a system where water is pumped into a fish tank. The fish tank is pumped water into a grow.
It's Dearth Channel, DIRTH, Deep in the Rabbit Hole. Dearth, you know he's doing the one with Owen Benjamin, great guy, and it's D Marbles. I think he's took it off D Marbles. If Roxanne's in here, she'll probably put it up for you. Brilliant people.
Naturally, you don't need dirt, you don't need pesticides, but what do we get? We get GMOs. We get pesticides, Roundup, Monsanto spraying the food in these chemical suits. They spray the plants in chemical suits and then put it on your plate. And we're just like, it doesn't matter. This truth is the one that will expose every other one. That's why it's important. Right there. Another way, how do we know that...
We believe in the Most High.
How do we know that they don't care about our well-being? Cannabis. Cannabis has medicinal properties.
So it's the wind's blowing, but you can check this channel after. Yes, Daniel, some magic. They are proud to be psychopaths. Yes, they are.
And that's been up until recently. Until just a few years ago, medical marijuana, cannabis, was illegal. There are people still locked up from having a little of a plant. Like bars right now. What's legal though? Alcohol, tobacco. Tobacco on the box it says this can cause emphysema, heart issues, cancer. It tells you on the box that it's harmful. Yeah, that's legal. They push the agenda for that all over the TV. They're not even trying anymore. They got enough people hooked on cigarettes. They got enough people hooked on alcohol. Every time commercials come on your favorite shows, it's always some advertisement for alcohol.
Why is alcohol called spirits? Some of it, spirits. Think about it.
And that's legal. But we all know that alcohol has negative effects. We all know it causes liver disease.
Trump gives his money to a charity for alcoholics. Yeah, he does.
We all know you're at risk of alcohol poisoning if you consume too much. You all know that drunk driving kills thousands of people every year. You've all heard the story about the...
Yes, we are the spark. If you think of Transformers, they were looking for the Allspark. Yeah.
Drunk father or drunk uncle who goes to the bar after work, after a rough day, and goes and beats on his wife and kids. We've all heard about that to a degree to where it's just cliche. Nobody even bats an eye about that anymore. Yet that's legal. You sit here and consume jugs of alcohol to a point to where you black out and can't even remember what you did the next day. That's legal. But if you inhale a plant in the comfort of your home in certain states, you just sit there and you think peaceful thoughts, watch TV.
He knows it's bad as well.
Eat junk food. That's illegal.
Thank you. Someone in the house there. Booze opens up you to spirits. It does. That's why people get mad. It's not. If anyone gets what I'm saying.
Think about that. A plant that can cure cancer also. That's illegal. But alcohol, the thing that we know kills thousands of people every year.
CBD oil, weed, all that, whatever you want to call it, the plant from Earth, you know, that can cure cancer, but they don't want to give us that, but they want to give you alcohol and all the shit that gives you cancer.
That's legal. The people in charge do not care about your health and well-being. That's obvious, just in that example alone. But they're doing much more than that. They're shooting our kids with vaccines that have mercury and formaldehyde in them.
I don't drink.
They're putting GMOs in our food. No, GMOs are banned in other countries. Yet it's legal here. There are laws protecting Monsanto, these companies that want to put GMOs in our food. We don't really know what the stuff does. I'm guessing it has a negative effect. We all know this, and yet it doesn't matter. My goodness. They put lead in the water. They allow lead.
Lead.
You remember the issue in water? We got brown, dirty water coming out of the faucets, affecting 100,000 children, giving them.
When I put my water in my distiller and clean my distiller out, it is full of dirt.
Some sort of mental disorder, lead poisoning. Come on. Obviously, whoever's in charge does not care about our well-being. That is obvious. That's the most obvious thing. If you just open your eyes and pay attention to what's going on. And I ask you again, do you care or not? A lot of
cannabis isn't bad, but I think there's a thing out there that they knew people having cannabis. You've got to be careful what you have, because I do believe they can put shit in cannabis, you know. But I do believe there's a balance with it as well. But it is from the earth, so you know they're starting to make it legal in a lot more countries. But that's why they don't want people growing their own, do they? No.
People don't, and why don't you care? Because they're dumbing us down chemically. They're making us docile on purpose. How? With the chemtrails that they're spraying. And the aluminum oxides. Walk around, you inhale that stuff. It doesn't go down through your body.
Exactly, hemp. They're bringing hemp back. Trump's bringing hemp back. Hemp is better than cotton. It lasts longer. You can make paper, clothes. You can make everything out of hemp. Bring the hemp back. The stalk and stuff that you can make out, so it's used for a lot. That's why they don't want us growing it. They don't want it grown. But hey, it's coming back. Farmers.
Goes into your brain, slows down your cognitive functions to a point to where you just don't really care what's going on because your thoughts are too clouded. All the distractions. In addition to that, they're putting fluoride in our water. What does fluoride do? It's another agent to dumb us down chemically. It makes you slow. It puts you in a position where you are docile, where you do not care. To a point to where you just don't really care what's going on because your thoughts are too clouded. All the distractions. In addition to that, there's fluoride in our water. What does fluoride do? It's another agent to dumb us down chemically. It makes you slow. It puts you in a position where you are docile.
That's what I'm saying, Daniel. You've just said the pot is being sold in the gov stores. It doesn't burn right, because they know if it's being made legal or people are getting onto it, they're going to make shitty stuff that's not the proper stuff. So it's not. Do you know what I mean? They know if anything comes out like coconut oil is good, then they'll do something with coconut oil and make it out it's this dead, one that they've made or whatever. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
Do not care. This is what we deal with. This is supposed to be the land of the free. Think you're free? A list of things that you can do without government permission. I'll give you a list of things that you can't do. You can't build a house.
And you cook your food in aluminium, I can't say it, foil.
You can't drive a car. You can't own a gun. You can't go fishing without government permission. You can't collect rainwater. You can't hunt. You can't get married.
You can't do anything without government permission. Who are you? Who are you to tell us? Big change coming.
You can't work. You can't start a business. You can't fly on a commercial airplane. You can't leave the country without permission. But we're free, right? We're not slaves. We're not meant to live life like this.
Nope.
We're not meant to work our lives away for somebody else's dreams. Especially not a group of psychopaths. And they're not going to stop.
I've also just bought the is it menthanol crystals, you know, to help you, the crystals, the organic ones that Dirth was saying. He's saying there about
free. That's all any of us want.
There is help coming though, if you know about Q and other stuff, you know, all of it. It's coming.
We just want to be free. That's all any of us want, is freedom. This is supposed to be the land of the free. But you know what? We're also told this, that you will know the truth and the truth will set you free. Now this is what we're going to do.
This is why these people were trying to get it out.
We got minds to set free. This is what this is all about. Spreading truth.
Brilliant.
We need to get this truth across this flat plane as fast as we can. Something's about to shake. I can feel it. The truth shall set them free. It'll set you free. Don't run from the truth. Embrace this and pass it along to other people. So let's do what we do. And what's that? Spread truth, expose the lies, and we demand answers. This is the Flat Earth Offensive. If you're watching this, you are part of the resistance. Let's get to work.
This is D Marble's channel. D Marble's channel. I want to see if someone does something about this, because if they do, it shows you what this person is, because this person's great. And if anyone says anything against this and it's not the truth, then what is going on there? So my dad just sent me that. But I know there's people from another side that are into Flat Earth that don't like these people. And that's where you can tell that maybe you're not for the right side. But that was, if anyone... I know there's some people out there who know what I'm talking about. That was on Dirth's channel, but it was D Marble. So if anyone's sitting out there, because I'll be watching these people, I don't need to mention them because I'm not giving them any credit for what they do, but because I just see them going against people like this. That guy there, that wonderful D Marble, you're telling me that that's not the truth? You're going against these people because of, I don't know why, saying these people are bad. Really? Because that is the truth, along with all the other stuff we're trying to get out, because the Great Awakening is Flat Earth, the Great Awakening is so much more as well, but it all comes down to Flat Earth as well. So I see these people who are going against these people as, I don't know, dividers. That's all I can say. They can't reach the hands out and unite. No, what's going on there then? That's all I can say. Finding that very odd. So I'll be looking out for that, because if anyone goes against what that guy is saying there, where are you coming from? You know, he's not talking about Q and Trump, he's talking about what's, you know, that sort of stuff, all the same thing to me. But if you get what I'm saying, don't get it. So, don't get it. So, yeah, as Trump says, it's huge. People just think it's only the politics side of things. It's only the government. It's only Tommy Robinson. It's only Brexit. It's only what's happening in France. It's only Flat Earth. It's not called the Great Awakening for nothing. It's not called the Great Awakening, the biggest sort of story ever to be told ever, for a reason. And some people will sit there and go, like this person did who was slagging off Owen Benjamin the other day. Oh, they go on like they sound dead mystic and hippy dippy. Really, you're going to have a really big shock when you think you're awake, like it says. Let's find it again before I go. Let's just read this out again. Let's go. Let me find it. You think you're awake. And a lot of, yeah, but are you awake? Let me see if I can find... Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. Let me just get that picture. Let's just go over again. I know Roxanne likes this. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on first to the Bilderbergs, then he caught on to NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust, and begin to build the plan. It's been in for years, people. Penance is coming. Regardless of what you think, you are not yet awake. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you could not sleep. Many of you could never go on. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks questions, give them the answer. That's how we grow. There's no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you have hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching, we see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files that are kept on every one of you. For that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. You are one, and where we go one, we go all. Are. So the people who say this is a distraction, it's just a distraction, it's like, no, it's not a distraction. You're getting too paranoid with other stuff that you've seen in the past, as I can see it, as a lot of us know. So just saying, yep, JFK Jr. is alive. If you didn't come in right at the beginning, I've done the pictures, but I am saying again, go and research the Trump rally from last night, and also go and research 2017 Ohio rally. But you can do all the rallies and check it out. Research, get pictures of JFK Jr. up, look at his mouth, look at his lip, look at his nose. He's coming out more softly now. He hardly had any disguise on him there apart from the hair. So just saying. Yes, they are, Stephen, and that's why when they say about ETs, whatever you want to say, think people from other lands that would look different to us, so you would call them sort of alien. They're the ones that are hostile. No, it's us. It's the human race. Look around you and see what the human race does. Hateful against things that, you know, don't look the same. Fact. They get us fighting anyway with race and all that, which is bollocks, because that's not true. That's just what they put out there. Humans, well, that is the question. And what did Trump say about humans? He said at the rally, are they even human or something? He said something about that, so it was like, yeah, extra ET, extra terrain, exactly. There's extra terrain out there. With I believe people live there, and maybe there's extra terrains beyond whatever, the dome, the ice, whatever you want to call it, whatever. We all get triggered with all the different names and all the different things that are going on. Yeah, more land rocks on the globalist now. Exactly. So if these humanoids, you know, head, arms and all that, looked a bit different in colour, or, I don't know, just a little bit different, they would look bloody alien, wouldn't they? Because they're not exactly the same as us. We're the hostile ones. Maybe if there is a dome, they put us in a dome because we're always bloody fighting. And we want to be like, oh. I mean, not us the people. I'd be very welcoming. I'd be like, take me to your place because it does my head in here. Thank you very much. Take me with you. So I believe there's a unity going on there as well. We can live in peace. We, human beings, I don't believe. We weren't made to be like that. We all know that. But when we fell from consciousness and the materialism came in, if you actually look on Flat Earth, Paradise videos is brilliant, where we fell when the tech came in and certain things and materialism side came in, everyone got greedy. We're not really that. We get told to see what we're supposed to be through mainstream media telling us this, telling us there's racism, putting it out there, making shit crap videos up so it looks like people are fighting this out. So everyone hates each other, everyone's hating on white on black and white on black and Christians and Muslims and this, that and that. Yeah, there is shit going on with religion and stuff like that. We all know that. I'm not saying that's not true. But a lot of it's pumped out there by mainstream media to keep you divided. If you haven't seen it, please go over and check Joe M on YouTube. Cue the plan to save the world, says it all there. People laugh, but it's like, yeah, but it's true. That's what they do. That's what they do. So, yeah. So, when NASA's saying they're coming from up there, other beings, now, other lands, that's what I believe now, North Pole. So, a lot of people I did quite like, who keep going on about the moon landings and that, I'm like, right, gone off Jordan Saver now, and a few other people, so guess we'll see. Who's coming whether they like it or not. We are going to find out. Q did say the last one will be magical. Interesting. So I'm going to go because I've not had my tea. I've not had my tea at this time. I've not had my tea at 11:15 at night. And I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning last night watching the Trump rally. Wanted to get all this out to you just because some people believe it's not important to do this and go within yourself, but like D Marble said, yes, it is important to not just be in your bubble and think it doesn't matter, because I think it does matter, and that's all right for the people who think it doesn't matter. That's fine, I'm fairy Ann, but I do, so I will carry on doing what I do, because not just that, I am coming across the most amazing people in chat. People I'm talking to through Skype from the UK and everywhere. Roxanne, 007, other people I will be talking to. Beautiful people. So we know there's good people out there because we can see it in chat. So I'm not having all this, I can't see anything, that's going up. Well, you're not looking. I care. A lot of other people care around the world. It's not about sitting there in your bubble and just thinking it's all going to go away. Yes, I do believe in meditating and all that, but there's also a different side. They got into spirituality as well. I'm going to have to get this up on screen at some point because they did. They're telling you there to sit there in a bubble and think it's not important. It is damn important. Because if you don't know the proper truth, how are you being set free? Like I said, technology and spirituality is at the top. Right in the middle at the top is the Vatican. So that's all I'm saying. New people might come in and think, it's like, okay, it's fine. So I hope you enjoyed. And I'm going now. Where we go when we go out. Yeah, JFK Jr. is at the rally. Like I said, someone came in before going, it's just what you want to believe. No, it isn't. A lot of us believe it. If you have to go and research, you can see it for yourself. It's quite there, right in front of your face, plain as day. Thank you. So I'm going to go and get my tea at this silly time. Thank you all, and I shall see you soon. Don't know where my mug is. Yeah. So anyway, got a bit. What's the word? Got a bit. Fiery today, but I'm in a very fiery mood. I've been in quite a fiery mood for a couple of days, but hey ho, that's good. We all do it. Thank you. I'll tell you what I'll do before I go because I've not done it for ages. Can I get a whoop whoop? You need to give me a whoop whoop. I've not done it for ages. Thank you, JP. JP, we'll have to get talking on Skype at some point. Definitely. Thank you. So go and check out Flat Earth Paradise channel. It's got Admiral Byrd on it, brilliant. D Marbles, Durf, Owen Benjamin, Roxanne the Globalist Denier, 007, Tapper77. You've got a channel. Look at all the people in the chat because people have channels that sometimes you don't know. Fifth World, there's loads of people. I'm gonna have to do some shout outs soon, I think. So whoops. Yeah, so I will catch you. Yeah, I will catch you all soon. Have a good sleep tonight. I'm knackered. Yeah, links all in chat. So catch you all soon. Bye.